everyone, this is Eric from the Real Estate Tech Guys. I'm here with Katy Redmond from JLL. She is a technology leader.
I'm National Director at Technology Solutions for JLL.
Awesome. And you're here at Cornet. What is on your mind when you're at Cornet here? What's exciting? What are you trying to learn?
So at Cornet, especially Cornet Summit, I really like to use this as an opportunity to figure out what's happening in the industry, kind of a little bit of a trend forecast, not getting information from other trend setters and news sources, but real time, what's happening with technology, what's happening in our space, and I find a lot of education here.
Yeah. So this program is really meant to kind of peel the layers off the onion when it comes to the ways in which we can bring new technologies into the workplace. And there are so many barriers and challenges for the heads of real estate and people delivering services like JLL that are bringing technologies to big companies. What's your viewpoint on where we are in the technology equation from the 20th century to the 21st century?
Oh, to the 21st century. Well, we talk a lot about the hype cycle. So where we are for real estate. So when we think about sort of the corporate environment, business environment, real estate's pretty late to the table for technology adoption, but it's happening at an accelerated pace. We're sort of the last, if you will, business unit, real estate within an organization to really embrace technology, and it's happening fast. So when we were here a year ago, a handful of technology companies were just startups. We've already seen some of them go through major acquisitions. So what I think we're in this part of that hype cycle, and it's going to start to even out.
You went like, you were going up.
So you said into the 21st century.
You were talking through the down. So
oh yeah, sorry, that's a bad example. We're still going up.
I think we're still going up. We're on the upside. Okay.
Yep.
How far does it?
So I think that's the exciting part about thinking about the future of real estate technology. So that the one big takeaway I've had so far is how close we are to 5G and what that's going to mean. So almost all of our clients and the folks that we consult with are asking about mobile apps, and they're asking about sort of devices that their employees have and sort of bringing this technology into the user experience. Once that becomes 5G enabled, I think the lid's going to come off again. So yeah. My trajectory is definitely going up.
Got it. Yeah. No, that's really interesting. And 5G is something that I've been paying loose attention to, and I wonder, 5G obviously is going to increase the size of the pipe. Will it also extend the reach of the pipe? Meaning, how deep into the buildings will 5G take you when it comes to the communication? Because we're using native mobile technologies to deliver things like geolocation and auto routing of information. That penetration into buildings will help us deliver that in a more automated fashion without having to put new devices or other things in buildings. If 5G is really delivering that broader sort of penetration into buildings. Do you know about that?
So I think what we're talking about is we're going to open this up. So think about the physical space. Like suddenly the barriers that we have always thought about in terms of range, for example, use bandwidth and range. Those limitations are going to start to come away. We have a technology solutions group and a smart buildings group here at JLL. That's all going to transform. When we're here for Summit again next year, how we come into the smart building question is going to be even more exciting because we'll have another step in the technology journey, right? I think it's going to open up.
You were just making me think about Harry Potter. You watch Harry Potter?
Yeah.
I remember watching Harry Potter when it first came out, and the newspapers that were changing. Almost we're almost there. It almost is we're almost at that point.
We talk about that a lot. I mean, I was at a technology conversation last night in conjunction with the MIT Center for Real Estate, and we talk a lot about that is, what are the next brilliant minds coming out of these think tanks and these incubators? What's coming next? So next year is going to be exciting. 5 years from now, I think it's going to blow us away. So.
Got it. Talking about people and smartphones, that's near and dear to my heart. Where are we on that curve? I have my opinion, but
that's interesting. I think it has become really the ubiquitous. We all have it. If you walk around this conference floor, we're all using those as sort of like a central point for our work and connections here at the event. I actually think the next step is unbundling it, and I mean physically. So the biggest problem that we have with our devices is keeping them charged, keeping them updated, keeping sort of the wire connections. That we're going to get to a place where we can eliminate a lot of that. So the charging pads, things to make that device is always going to be here. It can be easier. So I think that's next.
Awesome. Very cool. What other topics do you think are of interest or you'd like to share with the real estate tech guys?
Okay, with the real estate tech guys. You know, I think I'm going to stay on this topic of mobile devices. So, in my opinion, and what I'm seeing with our clients, and as I talk to people here at this event, is keep it simple, simplifying this experience so that the apps aren't complicated, so that using your phone and using your device becomes as easy as, is it red or is it green? Is it one click or is it something else? Because everybody's trying to grab our attention. So outside of the office space, it's every retailer, it's everything you engage with is trying to get your attention using that smart device. So we only have one piece of the pie in real estate. So that's really what's been on my mind lately is what does that mean for the experience in the office and out of the office?
Well, it's not even just the people that want to get access to the people. We are also spending so much time. I mean, we surpassed time on the device over television time a couple of years ago, and that's just continuing to be the focus. This is where millennial populations and generations of employees are spending their time. So as a workplace and someone that wants to make sure they're being productive, you've got to go there and get their attention and make sure that people can get distracted, and you want to redirect, and you can use technology to redirect.
So we're talking about the idea of the mobile app being on the phone. So what I think is really next is augmented reality. So it's not just a phone. When we can get disconnected, take the wires out, where could it be? Does it come back to the smart glass? Does it come back to something that's an augmented reality that can do all of that functionality? But maybe it's no longer a phone. So we'll see. I
mean, a lot of voice command and natural language processing. I mean, this is already there, but I think there's more and more of that's going to happen. And augmented reality is another one.
That's my thing.
The Google glasses.
Yeah, remember those?
Yeah, those will come back around, and at some point they'll have their moment.
Yeah.
There's no question.
I agree.
Well, Katy, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Real Estate Tech Guys. And now I think you're officially a real estate tech guru, if I may.
Thank you.
But thank you for joining us, and we'll have you back.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
And reach out anytime you have any other ideas that you want to share with us.
I will.
Right?
Thank you. Thank you,
Awesome.
everyone.